Welcome back again to an exciting think tank that's happening in south of India, Center for Human Security Studies. I have three research interns here. They have few questions on multinational corporations and how it's going to impact the geopolitics of India and international business opportunities for in India. And also they would like to ask me about risk assessment report, how it's going to help multinational corporations to set up their business operations in India. Now, first of all, I think let me give the first chance to Ishani. Ishani is from ICFI Law School. Ishani, great to meet you again. You have a question, please ask.
Yes, sir. So you have been collaborating with many academical institutions, government institutions like AP Police Academy, National Police Academy and all. So in this rapidly growing economy of liberalization, privatization and globalization, we cannot forget the MNCs which play an important role.
Very important,
Yes. So, sir, how will CHSS help in partnering with this with the MNCs in order to improve their level of?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question, because as you said, we are living in liberalization, privatization and globalization era, where Googleization has become the norm of the day. In this international business opportunities, international trade, everything is happening because now India has lifted, as you all know, in 1991 the license quota Raj. The then Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao sir started that liberalization, privatization, globalization policy. Then Dr. Manmohan Singh sir was the Finance Minister of India. They welcomed multinational companies to have a stake in India. Multinational companies can set up their operations in India. So there are no restrictions as such. Given that, as you said, very wonderful question, how CHSS can help multinational corporations, or how CHSS can be a partner to a multinational corporation. In this context, I would like to tell you, Ishani, Center for Human Security Studies, the main four pillars, let me again remind also to the viewers, we have a research wing, we have a capacity building wing, we have an internship wing, and we have an outreach wing. Research is the fundamental foundation for all the three to happen. With research, you get the latest knowledge, the ground realities. The scientifically done research will give you the proper policy inputs for any business, multinational business organization to take its decisions. For an example, the politico-social economic inequalities in a society, if these conditions are existing in a country, can I invest as a multinational corporation CEO? I have to weigh my pros and cons. If there is a civil war, if there is a genocide, if there are terrorist related issues, if there are left-wing related issues, if there are some problems related to human security like climate, food, health, water issues, can I put my money, can I put my pie and invest millions of dollars in an unknown country? So that's where CHSS can step in and make reports, credible, diligently done reports, legally valued, scientifically done reports, fieldworks ke saath, we can produce the document, vision document for these organizations. Based on that, multinational corporation can take a decision for investing or not investing. So that's the way. And also these days, given the India's political leadership at the helm of affairs, Shri Narendra Modi, last 5 years I think before that also, corporate social responsibility has been an officially done part. You cannot run a multinational organization, multinational company without contributing to the growth of the locals. So certain percent of your profits must get into corporate social responsibility. So every multinational company should know where to put their money. Is it food, health, water, climate, or education, or issues related to national security like border security or internal security? Where should it contribute? CHSS will guide these MNCs to put their pie wisely and timely so that maximize the benefits. So this is the way that a think tank, a non-political, non-profit think tank can be a great partner to a multinational corporation. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. I have a question. So how does CHSS write risk assessment reports for the MNC companies? How does that work? Like, how do they help? How do the CHSS help them?
Great. I think it's a very Very important question. To write a risk assessment report, we need to do the ground research. The ground research should be done. We send our interns, trained staff to the field. We don't do research. I think Bhavya, we discussed it before also. We don't do research in the four walls.
Yes.
Sitting in the comfort zone of an AC or a fan or only books. No, unless and until you hit the ground, you don't know the ground realities. So our reports, our risk assessment reports will be based on the ground research, ground realities. Our staff, our research staff, they visit the ground, collect the data. We collate it at the command control center in Hyderabad at Center for Human Security Studies, where we are placed, Dr. Marichana Reddy Human Resource Development Institute. After collation, we give confidential reports to the management of any particular company or anything. You know that now we are working very subtly on some projects which I don't want to say. You all know what right now you are all involved because of the confidentiality factors. So, but one thing I can tell is we do lot of groundwork, field-based work, then only we generate those risk assessment reports. Risk assessment reports generally don't go beyond 2 to 3 pages. We give them in bullet points, very target audience, target oriented. So risk assessment reports are like, anchors. They anchor the ship in the troubled rough weathers. So risk assessment report is a precursor before any major work to happen on the ground. So it's absolute must.
Yes.
Thank you for asking that question.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bhavya.
Sir, my question is international business and geopolitics.
Yeah.
Both are interlinked with one another.
Yeah.
We all know that. So, sir, can you explain how are they interlinked?
Wonderful. That's a great question because we have a paper. I don't know, MBA students, especially international MBA, students, they have a paper called Geopolitics and International Business. How geopolitics influence international business decisions. For an example, you have the Nike company of United States or Adidas, or you have a Coke and Pepsi, Cola. They are welcomed in some countries, they are not welcomed in some other countries. Because of the politico-social historical factors that are drive the decision of allowing or not allowing. For an example, take our own India, our Hindustan. 1970s May, especially when Janata Party was ruling in 77 that time, Coca-Cola was banned. It was not there in India. It was not allowed even to drink a Coke. So after that, political leadership changed and the new regime has come, and then now we started using all the American products, be it pizza se leke, Subway se leke, Adidas se leke, Coke se leke, Pepsi se leke, everything is Americanized. So what I'm trying to tell you is international business opportunities and geopolitics. For an example, you take the case of Israel and Iran. They are like now fighting over certain issues, ideological and other issues. So Iranians won't like to buy any Israeli product. Israelis won't like to do anything that has Iranians in it. You take for an example of the war between North Korea and South Korea. So North Koreans don't want to import or export to South Korea. South Koreans don't want to import and recent days there is some positive news. Otherwise, it's like that. You take the case of US and China. China and Taiwan. Taiwan wants to publish to the whole world that we are sovereign. We are not part of China. Chinese say no. Taiwan also is in our vicinity and it is part of us. Something. So these kind of political differences, territorial differences, border disputes, internal security challenges, they determine the outcome of the international business opportunities. So that's why the geopolitical reality, for an example, India-Pakistan, you take India and Pakistan. Now relationship is not good between India and Pakistan. It's soared so badly. Now there was some time back a talk on banning cricket matches also. Forget about Bollywood music, Bollywood films are being played in Pakistan. So India also there was some kind of furor that Pakistani ghazal singers or Sufi singers from Pakistan or Qawwali from Pakistan should not have any space in Indian scene. So I think the politics between two countries, the relationship between two countries do influence the business opportunities. That's why geopolitics and international business are inherently interlinked. So this is the way that we should understand that. And thank you very much for the attention. We'll get back to you one more time again with another important aspect or interesting fact about the global security and politics, how it affects the whole world, including our country, India and South Asia. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the attention.